Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope everyone is having an amazing day and I hope everyone is preparing for their weekend. So guys, as you can see by the title of today's video, I have a few things that I would like to get off my chest before moving on to some things that I think that we all need to talk about as far as what's going on in our world today. But also as a disclaimer, let me say anything that I say or any opinions that I give is only based on my experience and my opinion. Let me say this one more time. Anything that I say in my videos are based on my experience and my opinion only. Let me say it one more time for the people in the back. Anything that I say in my videos are based on my experience and my opinion. So now we can move on. So guys, I am not going to be a Debbie Downer because I'm in a good mood today. I love my little scenery in the background. It's so nice and sunny out today. So I'm not going to keep you guys on long. But as some of you guys know, I am approaching my 1 year mark of being a creator on YouTube. I am thoroughly enjoying it. I love this platform because I get on here and discuss anything and everything that I feel on my heart. And I also like to feel that I am also informing you guys of things that are going on as well. Now, with that being said, every now and then I do feel that I do need to get on here and talk about certain things as far as comments that I receive. I know that I am not the only one, the only female, because I see that it does affect some other new YouTubers who are still finding our way in this YouTube world and also trying to create a community and gain more viewers and subscribers. So with that being said, trust me when I tell you, I really do not take anything to heart, but I do like to comment on certain things. Now, I am aware when I first started doing YouTube, I was doing a lot of cooking and I was doing a lot of cleaning, which are things that I enjoy because it relaxes my soul. That is something that I enjoy doing. It brings comfort and peace to me. Not knowing that the way I view it and the way I see it, there are those out there who look at it differently. So me being a mature woman, as of recently, I decided to switch up on the way that I was doing things and switching up on topics that I was discussing because I did not want to no longer cater to the crowd that I was getting in the very beginning. However, I am very appreciative because they were able to get me to the point of where I was being monetized. But I am not one of those people. I guess the expression would be like sell your soul to the devil. That's not me, and that is not my reason for being on this platform. As I mentioned earlier, I'm on the platform to show and talk about and inform things that are going on in the world, talk about, my life. And also one thing that I want to say, though people such as myself may have a lifestyle channel on YouTube where they are portraying things in their life and what they do on the day to day, I can absolutely tell you 100% you're not getting everything and every bit of that particular person on YouTube. There are certain things that you are not going to see because everybody is not going to give you them 100%, especially if they do not know you. Also, what I would like to say, whether I know you or whether I do not know you, I am not going to let anybody dictate to me on my channel what it is that I am going to discuss, my opinion on it, and what I have experienced on that particular chapter. That's not me, and that is never going to be me. So I'm going to hurry up and wrap this up. What I find is that I get a particular group on my channel And I'm not going to say it's a lot of people, because I do have some, let me be frank and be very honest and transparent with you guys. When you're on YouTube, you have a YouTube studio that shows you all of your analytics. So on those analytics, you are able to see the gender of the people who are watching you. You're also able to see the ages of the people who are watching you, amongst other things. So I pretty much focus in on the genders and also on the ages of the people. Me, myself, and I can't speak for others, I am on this platform doing what I do and discussing what I discuss in mind of gender and also age. I consider myself to be mature and moving into a different era where my thinking, the way I dress, my interests are all going to be different, because I am getting up in age. So I am looking and I'm seeking to have people on my channel who are like-minded, who are relatable to me. So that is my main purpose, my main focus of the type of people that I am trying to cater to. So with that being said, I do not mind having people on here who may disagree on certain things that I speak on. But my thing is, when you get to the point of where you're being disrespectful, that's when I feel that I want to say something. And it's not because you're getting under my skin. I just like to have conversations with people. That is just me. And I'm always going to be like that. Like recently, I had a comment from a gentleman, and I knew for a fact that that must have been my one and only video that he watched. He saw nothing else. He did not go back and watch conversations that I've had or videos that I've made in the past. From that one video, he came up with a determining factor of how he thought I was and the information that I was putting out. Recently, I started a series which was geared towards women. And I was doing it 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So with that being said, on the topics that I was discussing in that series was relating to women. When I say women, I mean women who have women issues. So for him to make the comment that he made, I felt that it was a little bit rude and a little bit disrespectful, and it really was not pertaining to him, unless maybe he was on here, trying to get some advice for the woman in his life, mother, aunt, or whatever the situation may be. But I am always going to come on camera and I'm going to give my opinion. I'm going to give my advice, and I'm going to talk about things based on my experience. Whether you take it, you take it. Whether you don't, you don't. That's fine. We all live in a free world. You don't have to listen to everything that somebody is saying. And instead of being disrespectful, and if you disagree, let's have a conversation about it. Don't bash somebody or try to put someone down and you don't even know the person. And the reason why I responded was, to tell this gentleman, if you feel a certain way, and you feel that I shouldn't be, giving my opinion about something, before you judge, go back and look at my other videos and see where I'm coming from. And also, I am not the type of person who I feel needs to brag and boast about anything, in my life. If I get into something in regards to my kids, how I'm living, or whatever the situation may be, or whatever it is that I do, or whatever I have in life, that's because it's being brought up in a conversation that I'm having to put an emphasis on that, or to show something that is relatable to whomever I'm speaking with. So I just really wanted to say that. Also, this is going to lead into, my next topic. I noticed that it's men in my community who are always bashing us. I don't understand. If we cannot be out here, women of color, if we cannot be who we are and talk the way we talk, act the way we act, and we can have you as our protectors, I mean, it's a sad situation. And I'm gonna roll this out right now to the world that we are living in right now. I guess I am being so passionate about certain topics because of the way that this world is going right now. It is not going in a good direction at all. I take it personally because, number one, my dad, who is deceased, is from Panama. He was born in Panama. He came to the States when he was 19. So given the situation that we are living in right now, my dad could have been deported. I could be deported because looking at the way things are going right now, now they're trying to disband birthrights, meaning that if you have one parent who is not from this country, you are being sent back. Not knowing your history, not knowing anything. Me personally, I know nothing about Panama. I don't even know anything about my dad's side of the family. I was always raised with my mom and people on my mom's side of the family. But what I'm trying to say is that right now we have to come together as a community and protect each other and stop badgering each other and putting each other down, especially in the Black and brown community. Things are getting hard. And as I said in my video yesterday, I think things are going to get severely worse. So we have to be really, really careful. We have to hold ourselves accountable for each other. And I'm going to say on my platform right now, Black men, y'all need to get it together and hold your women down. There should not be no division in our communities right now. None whatsoever. None. We have other obstacles that we are trying to overcome. Why do we have to battle our men as well? Why do our men feel that it's such a non-factor to disrespect or put down the Black woman? You know, in all honesty, that is the reason why some Black women really do not respect Black men. That is the reason why some Black women do not want to date or have relationships with Black men. Now, I can say that will never be me because I love my Black man. I always try to uplift my Black man. I am raising a Black man, and I am raising him to be nothing other than a strong, respectable, intelligent Black man. But we got to get ourselves together. And because we in for a long fight right now. We are in it for the long haul. And with that being said, guys, I think you guys really need to prepare yourself on what's to come. I could be wrong, but from the way things are looking, like I said, it's going to get worse. Yesterday I went out shopping and I purchased, some food and some non-perishable things because, like I said, I have other people that depend on me. So I need to make sure, that I have enough for myself, my mom, my son, and my daughter. That's just me as a woman. That is just me as a parent. I'm going to make sure I do my due diligence and do what I have to do. But right now, guys, I'm telling you, there is so much that is going on in our world today. And at some point, that bubble is going to pop, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be out. Everything is going to be out of hand because now it's getting to the point of where people are getting very frustrated. There are no jobs out there. If you are getting a job, they now, because they know that people are hungry for a job, they don't want to really pay you what you are worth. So you have to deal with that. In the next couple of weeks, there are people out there that are not going to be able to get food, and I know that there is a debate out there because they're saying that these people need to get up and find jobs. I absolutely agree. But I also say that you can't put everybody in the same category. Not only people out here who are eligible to work on that program, from what I've been reading and from my understanding, you also have other people that are on there that are not able to work. You have some seniors that needs that food from the SNAP program. You have some people with disabilities that are not able to go out and work, so they need the SNAP. You have parents out here that are able-bodied and can go to work, but they have a child that is disabled, so therefore they cannot work, and they depend on that. There's a lot of things going on in this world today, and it's going to get to a point where people cannot take it anymore, and it's going to get really, really bad. And even like the kids that are just getting out of college, it's sad. I feel so sad, and I feel bad for them because they can't come out here and live their life. I do know for a fact, when you get out of college after living on your own for those 4 years, for those who went away to school, for some of them, that was their first taste of freedom. So once they graduate, and even for the ones who did not live in a dorming situation, once they are done with school, they want to get out there on their own, gain their own independence, go out there and learn life on their own. And unfortunately, they are not able to do that. They're not able to do that. Number one, there's no jobs for them because they're just getting out. And now they're up against all these people who have been laid off from their jobs, who are taking any job, whether it's in their field or not, whether it's good paying or not. So they have all of these things against them right now. Most of them are going to have to go back home and stay with their parents, in order to get by, and it's sad. It's so, so sad. But on the flip side of that, what I can say now is also make smart choices. Do what you have to do so that you can survive. If you need to go out and stock up on food, because we never know, even if we have a job today, we don't know if we're going to have it tomorrow. Go out and start stocking up. Even if you can stock up as a family, make sure you have what you need. And even if you do have no disruption in your employment status, I feel that you need to stock up anyway. I'm a shopper. I'm in the stores every single week. If I'm not purchasing, I am looking. And I can tell you 100% for a fact, every single week that I go to the store, the prices have been raised. Every week, the prices have been raised. So it's better to stock up now at the prices where they're at right now before it gets worse. And also for the younger people, now, let me exclude that. Not even for the younger people. If you have the opportunity right now to live with a family member, if you feel that you're not going to be able to make it because it's getting hard to afford housing, to afford food, don't be ashamed to do that. Do not be ashamed to do that. That's one thing that I can say about our community. We have things that can help us, but sometimes because of our pride, we don't want to take the step to do that. But you have to think about it. Like I said for myself, if I do not have a job by November, the end of November, I am packing up. I am putting everything in storage, and I am moving back to my mom in South Carolina. Yes, I am. And there is no shame in my game. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I have a pretty good nest egg, for myself. In the next 4 to 7 years, I will be able to retire. I am able right now to go out and purchase a home if that is something that I wanted to do, right? But if I continue to sit in the position that I'm in right now, with money going out and no money coming in, at some point that money is going to dry up. So therefore, when things get better, now I'm not going to have the money to do whatever it is that I need, for myself. That's smart thinking. In my book, that's smart thinking. If you have to do whatever you have to do to keep coins in your pocket, do that. Because even though we are in this bubble right now, and though things are looking grim, there is going to be a day when things get better, and you have to be prepared for when things get better. You know what I mean? Like right now, prices are going up in the stores drastically because of the economy and because of all of these tariffs. But once people stop shopping the way that they have been shopping, they are eventually somewhere down the line, not knowing how soon, but somewhere down the line, they're going to start to reduce the prices because they rather have people come in and pay a reduced price other than paying nothing at all. Let's say my situation, for an example. I'm in good standing. All of my bills are up to par. My credit is great. I'm not behind on any bills. I'm almost done with paying off my car. I have enough money to purchase a home. With that being said, if I continue to stay where I'm staying right now, it's only me, in this house. All I'm doing is paying bills. Every now and then I'm purchasing food. If I continue to keep doing that and I have no income coming in, by the time things do get better, my funds have been depleted. And that makes no sense. It really makes no sense. If anything, by me moving out, all of those bills, my rent, my water, my electric bill, I don't have to pay. The only thing I would have to worry about is my car insurance and my car note. Now, of course, going to my mom's house, I'm definitely going to pay bills there, but it's going to be two of us over there, which means that I am still able to help her pay her bills and also able to keep my funds that I have in the bank, which makes sense. So you also have to be smart about it, even though there are things going on in this economy. And on the other topic that I would like to say, now this is just my feelings. Guys, we have to be very, very careful and watch our backs when we are out there. It's like everybody, every nationality is being snatched up. Just because of the way you look, you're being snatched up. I feel that, and which I have told my kids as well, unfortunately, you're going to have to walk around, with your papers. And that sounds so crazy to me because that's what they had to do back in the days, walk around with your papers. At least take pictures of your birth certificate and your social security card and a picture of your passport book. Keep that on your phone, and also keep a copy of those papers on you, because you never know. For whatever reason, you never know. You never know. And on top of that, for those of you who can, make sure that you protect yourself. Make sure you protect yourself by any means necessary, because, and I'm not trying to be, how can I say, I'm not trying to spark anything up, but my thing is you have to protect yourself, you have to protect your family, and you have to protect your home. Because right now, with the way things are going out here, it's bad guy versus good guy, if you guys can understand what I'm saying and read between the lines. It's like you get snatched up, there's no question asked. Your ass is getting beat. Some people are leaving bloodied, thrown in places that they should not be. And you don't know who these people are. You have no idea. You have no clue as to who they are. It could be anybody. And unfortunately, me as a woman, I am most definitely 100% going to protect myself by any means necessary. Trust me, I'm by any means necessary. Because me as a woman, if I'm out in the streets and I'm alone and I'm by myself, anybody approaches me and I'm unable to see certain things, I'm unable to see certain features, I'm striking first. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, because I don't know how will we know? How will we know if it's those people? How will we know if it's someone else? We would not know. We live in a society when you just do not know. And on top of that, now we're getting into the phase that I'm seeing is that where people are moving in fear. And when people start to move in fear, that's a dangerous thing. It really is a dangerous thing. Trust and believe. It really is dangerous. So we got to do our due diligence, be cautious, be alert, and make sure you are protected. Legally, of course. Make sure you are protected and also carry those papers around with you too. But make sure, and I'm going to emphasize, make sure you are protected. Make sure. Okay? And also, for those of you and myself who are on social media, please, 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 if you are in the Black and brown community, please be very, very careful of what you post, what you say, because now they are targeting social media. I don't know if anyone has heard, but there is a young man, I think he's a teenager. I'm not sure if he's like in his younger stage or is he in his older stages, 17, 18. But he made a video back in June, a TikTok back in June, regarding something that was going on between the States and Iran. And he made a statement which was defending the United States of America, even with a flag in the caption. And that video was seen, and they did some AI stuff, and they flipped it. So now this guy is being harassed, thinking that he does not love his country, and all kinds of things. So we have to be real careful on how we move right now. Unfortunately, and it's a very, very sad situation. But guys, I'm going to end this video now. I don't want to make it too long. But I do want to tell you guys, please, 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 make sure that you protect yourself. Make sure you get yourself together. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That is my motto. And also make sure that you guys are walking around with cash. I am one who never for years walked around with cash, ever. All I had was my card. I didn't even have change. But right now, in light of things that are going on, and now I think something is going on with Canada. I'm here in Georgia. I don't know where our power grid comes from. But I know up in New York, they use the power grid from Canada. We never know when we're going to have an outage. So if we have an outage, that means everything is going down. Everything is going down. You're not going to be able to use your cards. People will take your cash, for now. So please, keep enough on you where you can purchase things, and also make sure you keep enough on you in case you got to get up out of here and hit the road. Make sure you have enough money to gas up your truck. And in all honesty, I think you need to really keep your eyes and your ears open. Keep up with your current events so that you can know in real time what's going on, so that you can know when to prepare. Like especially with the gas and stuff like that, in case you do have to hurry up and get up out of here. I think everybody who is listening to the sound of my voice needs to go to Home Depot or wherever it is that you go and buy that container thing. I'm not sure what it's called, where you could put extra gas in. And when things start sounding a little funny, or if you start noticing that the gas prices are going up a little crazy, make sure you keep a little gas on you. Now, from my understanding, you can't keep gas up too long because it will evaporate. But at least make sure you always have enough on you where you can fill up your tank, because you never know. But guys, I'm going to end this video now. I hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. I hope you guys stay safe. And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And please share my video with anyone who you think will be interested in watching this content. And you guys have a wonderful Friday. And I'll see you in the next video.